What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bill, and in today's video we are going to change the front of the Bronco a little bit. So I like to be transparent whenever I install things on the Bronco if it's something that has been sent to me. And today's video, I do have a part that's been sent to me. It is by AM Off-Road, American Modified Off-Road. It's amoffroad.com. They reached out. They have some new grills for the Bronco that they're just putting out there, and we're gonna go ahead and install one today and see how it looks. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty split on this. I have a feeling that some people are going to really love this grill. I have a feeling some people aren't going to like it. Let me know down in the comments which one you're in. I haven't taken a look at it yet. I'm about to open it up and see what it looks like in person. Cut this wrapping open and pull this thing out of here. And there we go. That is the new grill for the Bronco. We have the normal black diamond grill here. Now they did make some other grills. This isn't their only version. They have a couple of versions of this. They have the amber lights. They also have white lights, and they have a version with the camera cutout already in it. However, I don't have the camera, so I don't need the front camera cut out. And I wanted to do the amber lights since I normally already have the amber lights with the Bronco letters. So I'm going to lose the Bronco letters, but change up the styling a bit. So we'll see. Get an idea of what it's going to look like on the Bronco. Let's hold it in, set it up there into place. That doesn't give us a good look at all, a good example at all. So we'll just see what it looks like. Now it does have one of the alignment pins is bent. Well, both of them are bent a little bit. And then we have wires on the back. What else do we have in this box? Some metal clips and a wiring harness. So hopefully, I would imagine that this is going to go ahead and go from each one of those plugs down to a single. Yep, perfect. So that makes it super simple to wire up. All you need to do, if you have upfitter switches, run black wire to a ground and the red to one of your upfitter switches. Alright, so if you haven't taken off the grill before, it's actually super simple process. There's these plugs here. Just get a little screwdriver in there to get them started. Once you get that popped up, get this tool in there, and we'll just go along and get all of these out. And apparently I should probably go ahead and clean up the engine bay a little bit while we're in here and check my air filter, because that looks like a lot of muddy water that got in there. So let's check our air filter while we're in here today. And these, if you pull too hard, it'll come out. You can just stick it back in there and it'll push back down. Alright, now that you get all those pins out, this just pull out. The kit's underneath here. You should be able to just pull that up and pull that out. And we'll set this to the side. We'll go ahead and clean that here in a minute. And then to take the grill itself off, it's just 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3. Well, apparently I'm missing one. There should be a 4th one right here. But yeah, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts. And I'm sure I have another one of these around here somewhere I could throw in there. So that's all there is to take grill off now, it'll just pop right out. It's got some clips along the bottom here. Should just pull out, and over here. Now I do have this wiring going, and it's just these quick clips to disconnect them. So I have power and a ground, which I should just leave one side on. I never did do full connectors on these, but I just put these in there temporarily. So for now, that'll work. And we can take the grill completely off. And there is a better look at the two of them compared to each other. It gets rid of the Bronco. I think some people will really like that, some people won't. I know previous to the Bronco, any vehicle I got, I completely de-badged it as best as possible. I've pretty much done that with the Bronco, except for, well, obviously, I made the Bronco lettering even easier to read by painting it and making it light up. But now this gets rid of that. But we'll get it on and see what it looks like. Got it cleaned up a little bit. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did. Got the air filter cover off of there. It was caked in dirt and mud. The filter itself, a little muddy, not horrible. This is a fairly new filter, so I'll clean that up. Not perfect, but it'll work for now. But we can go ahead, put this grill into place. They did send these hooks with it, which, just like the OEM one, it's got these clips on the bottom around. We just need to push these on there. Can get them separated. Should just push right on. Anywhere there's one of these flat tabs, yeah, they just got these metal prongs that once you push them on, if you try to pull back on them, they dig into the plastic unless you kind of pry apart. We've got them all. We can take our wiring harness here and connect these. Alright, and then we can just kind of zip tie all this stuff up underneath there. Make sure, yeah, this is the top. So this is the right hand side, or the driver's side, so that's the direction we want everything here going. That should be good. Oh, again, this is the top. So let's go ahead, run one of these guys through here. Alright, so that should be plenty out of the way and leave us plenty to work with there. Should be alignment holes there that'll line up right with the headlights. And these tabs line up with the factory tabs. Just seems like it's doing. Alright, there we go. Got it snapped into place. Oh, now we're popped out on this side a bit. Well, those top clips aren't quite snapping in perfectly, which would be fine if we had the screws, but it looks like we lose the screws that go across the top here as well. I'm gonna close this real quick to see what it looks like. Yeah, the top is popping out. Yeah, overall, I think I like it. However, I don't think we can run it. There's a couple of issues that I see. One, so you probably saw me fiddling with it when I had it out of the package. This light is crooked. They're all kind of crooked. This one kind of curves up, curves down, then curves way up. That one's the worst offender. So while we got it on here though, let's go ahead and hook up our lights, see how they look. So yeah, the lights are pretty good. They're pretty bright. I could change the Morimoto color a bit so they better match that. However, I don't think I'm going to keep this on here, unfortunately. I'm going to send them some pictures and a video showing them about the fit issues and see what they say. And I'll pick up the video here in a little bit. Alright, so I took some pictures and sent them a video about the fitment issues I'm having here. I thought maybe if I could bend this tab out a bit, it would give it enough room for that to snap in, but it's not. And it seems like maybe this plastic piece, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a stop, and it seems like it is stopping before that clip could actually go in. So I'm going to try to cut that stop back a little bit, and it looks like there might be more so on the bottom as well, but try to trim that back so it's back behind where this clip actually comes up. Maybe that will do the trick. All right, I think, well, we are almost good. You're so Alright, let's see if we could do the same thing on the other side without that popping back out. Alright, so I got it snapped in there finally. Might have bent this tab a little too far out. Now it's not sitting all the way back, but it is finally clipped in there. It's going to stay in place. Did have to clean that edge up a little bit, but yeah, overall, I like the look of it. I wasn't sure if I would or not. Once it gets a little dark out tonight, a little darker out tonight, we'll go ahead and turn it on, see how bright these lights are, and then try to get the Morimoto lights color to match those so that all lines up. Now, that I did have to do a little bit of trimming on those top posts to get those top posts clicked in, and I'm not 100% sure if that is actually an issue with this grill or not, because if you look, my front fenders are pretty bashed up. If you look from back here, you can see where they're no longer flush with the rest of the car. They're kind of bent out a little bit, so they are tweaked. So there's a very good possibility that these fit perfectly fine without having to modify anything. Just mine is not, and this fender's the same way. It's not as bad as the driver's side. But yeah, so it's a very good possibility that this is a me problem and not a grill problem. That, and I also have, these are the aftermarket headlights. They should, I don't think that makes a difference in how these fit, because those are pretty much OEM housings anyway. So yeah, all in all, it fits good. One thing that I don't like about it, I will say, is the fact that they don't utilize any of these top 4 screws. Like, if you go over to the top of the OEM grill, we have all the same clips, but then we also have these screws that screw down in there that hold that top on there, and then we have these other tabs here where that other trim piece attaches to. So we lose both of those. We no longer have the screws attaching to this grill, which I think would just give it a little bit of extra stability. And if those top pins didn't want to listen so much, that's fine, because this would kind of force it to be held into the correct shape and place. And then once we put this down and in place, these forward screws mount holes don't have that extra grill piece to snap into, so we're just putting that piece on these rear plugs to hold it into place. I mean, it should be fine, but it'd be nice to see if they reuse some of the like the top mounting factory spot. It's definitely a unique look for the Bronco. I have a feeling some people are going to love this and some people are going to hate this. Let me know down in the comments where you are on that, if you like the look or if you don't. Alright, so messed around with the Morimoto lights a little bit and got the colors pretty close. They look pretty close in person. On the camera they don't really look all that closely matched. The headlights look a little bit more yellow and less orange, but in person they look pretty similar. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like all put together with the lights on. So yeah, thanks to AM Off-Road for sending these out to me to check out. I like them. Let me know what you guys think. I'll put a link down to them down in the description if you want to check them out, or their other styles that they have available. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more videos like this again in the future, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you